NyanCave! Hi, hello, welcome back. Persona 4 Arena, ULTIMAX. I actually thought up a really funny meme that I was going to make, and I totally forgot to make it. Have you ever seen that like template with that girl, and she's like, before I cheated, everything was great, and then after I cheated, things changed.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to get that, and I want to put like the female researcher's face on top of it and be like, before I told the robot to kill her only friend, everything was great, and then after I told her to kill her only friend, things changed. Like, yeah. You think? I don't know, I pictured it in my head, and I thought it was the funniest thing. I don't know.
It'll do something to you.
I told her to kill her only friend. Gave her a heart. I don't know why she cares so much. Alright. 2 hours of story and no gameplay.
Yay,
All
for
right,
2 hours of reading.
Hooray.
Oh. Just then, 5 meters ahead, something white and fluffy crosses my path. It is Snowy. It notices me and approaches. I'm worried about my pursuers, but I can't dismiss number 024's beloved Snowy.
Beloved Snowy.
I lower my speed and run with him.
Oh.
I then notice that the scenery we're passing is calmed. My surroundings are very different now. The blue sky that was previously obstructed by trees is now clearly visible. The green grass is shining vibrantly in the light of the sun. There's a deeper, and there is a deeper blue than the sky ahead. Many lines of white run across it.
Is that the ocean?
Snowy barks as if to answer.
I'll translate. Umida!
I feel like it's saying, that's right.
Nope, Umida.
I could not previously comprehend Snowy. I didn't have an interest in trying. But now, I can grasp what Snowy says as if I could speak its own language. I know that it feels happy to be able to run with me. I feel as if number 024 is inside me. Kinda, yeah. Though we were forced apart, she definitely left me many things. Not only her wish, but other things as well.
Well, I'll find her come hella high water. Are you with me, Snowy?
Snowy barks energetically. I respond with thanks and a smile. Number 024 and Snowy are encouraging me. Though I do not have any clues, I will find her, no matter what happens or how long it takes. I search my current location once more. Now that I'm further from the research facility, I can use my GPS to triangulate my position. But on seeing the results, I can't help but stop running. Snowy stops a little further ahead and then returns to me. My current location is in Yakushima, within the Kagoshima prefecture. It's a remote island far from shore. The island's perimeter is only about 132 kilometers. In such a limited area, it'd be a matter of time before a full-scale manhunt apprehends me. The research facility must have been built on an island in anticipation of such situations. Even if someone were to escape the facility, the island's geography would contain them. It's essentially a natural prison. I don't want to believe it. But my hope was meticulously strangled before it was born. However, I cannot wait here to be captured. I begin running again.
Oh, sorry.
So this is the ocean. Ha! It's so huge. I can't see anything out there at all.
I look at the glistening surface of the ocean, reflect the sun's light, and ponder its beauty. I'm at a loss. Though I knew I would come to this, I could not stand idle. Despite this, my feelings sink. Snowy looks up at me from time to time, and I stop running and begin walking. His gesture of concern forces me to smile, and I tell him that I'm all right. The forest becomes a grove, and the trees grow sparser. A blue ocean and the sandy soil leads up to it, spread before my eyes. I check my map again. This is not an uninhabited island. There's a means for people to come and go. I doubt that I'll be able to use those methods freely without arousing any suspicion.
Hello, fellow humans. I would like to use your water flotation device.
Yeah.
Good day.
To cross the
Ocean.
I gaze down at my own hand. I'm so fricked up. It's completely unlike a human hand. It's an object sculpted from metal.
Huh? Well, that's a problem. What should I do?
Look on the bright side. No fingerprints.
My question seems to stymie Snowy.
Come on, don't give me that look. Ah, well. Maybe it's my fault for getting so frustrated. Sorry, Pooch.
Just as I'm about to crouch and pat Snowy's head, Snowy moves as if avoiding me. Snowy circles around behind me and growls towards the way we just came. I train my senses in that direction and sense presences in the distance. They may be keeping the distance on purpose. Since I have no firearms, they must understand that their effective range exceeds mine.
Looks like they're coming.
Amongst the human soldiers are a number of my sister units. Is it possible that I can convince them not to fight me? I dismiss the idea as hopeless. Though they may have awakened to their ego, after my escape they'll be under the commander's control. Even if that's not the case, they may think that their orders are absolute, just as I once did.
Knowing why they're here doesn't make it any easier to deal with them.
It does not seem as if they'll attack all at once. They must underestimate that I'm already at the ocean, or they must understand that I'm already at the ocean and that I have nowhere to escape. I don't want to surrender, but I'm frustrated by my powerlessness. To be caught like this? I have my own mission to accomplish. The ocean sparkles. The periodic sound of water I once heard from afar echoes from it. As I gaze at the clear water while it ebbs and flows, a mysterious feeling rises in me.
Wow. Look at that. It's beautiful.
I just realized that how horrific it would be to be a robot like this and to even sail over the ocean. Because I'm like, swimming. I'm like, oh no, you'd sink. And it's like, ugh, the endless abyss that is the ocean, basically.
Just walk along the bottom.
Yeah, and get crushed.
By what? The water?
Yeah, right, like water weighs anything, am I right?
My opponents show no indication of moving.
Always one of the most, like, horrific things.
Yeah, when you get deep enough, it's just you start to sink because the water above you is heavier than you are.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Don't like that.
Kind of. I mean, if you're a human and can't swim, yeah. I still don't think you'd sink quite as fast as Metallic Lady here. She could be waterproof. I don't know. From the way she's designed, even if she was waterproof, the like water would absolutely mess up all of her like delicate servos and stuff. Her joints would never be the same. That's not even like...
Clay tells a joke. Chat. Loot box. Loot box. Fur. Loot box. Gasp.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Poopers. Thank you, poopers.
I know they care. Or at least I pretend they do, and that's enough for me.
I step out onto the sand. After cataloging that sensation, I approach the pier stretching to the ocean. When I step onto it, the wooden planks creak. I can hear Snowy lights tread behind me as we walk. I stand at the end of the pier and look out to the ocean.
Yeah, it's more the salt that would do the damage for sure.
I wonder if she's beyond this ocean that seems to stretch forever. The girl number 024 wanted to meet. The girl that I wish to meet as well. This mother figure who loved us and wished for our happiness. All my thoughts turn to this girl whose face I don't know. I decide to preserve the ocean's beauty in my memory.
So, how weird would that be? I know that she's very likely gone and doesn't exist, but in a world where she did, and she's still like 8 years old, and she's just in her hospital bed, and a robot walks in, and she's like, "Hi, Mom." And it's like, oh man, I never should have clicked on that Facebook ad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Copy your consciousness, they said. Donate it to robot research, they said. Nothing bad will happen, they said.
After all, it may be the last time I'll be able to see the ocean as myself. The odds are high that when I'm restrained and returned to the facility, that my memories will be wiped. I'm scared. I'm frustrated. I don't want to be erased. But I don't think all my hopes are lost yet. This may be the end of me. But just as I inherited the memories from number 024 and other units, my memories will surely endure into the next generation. So I'll keep these feelings along with this beautiful ocean scene deep within the origin of my heart. There, it can't be erased or tampered with.
Ah, the mother of robots, of course.
The blue sky and the ocean, the shining sun and the glittering water, the gentle breeze and calm sounds of the waves. The scenery from this pier is so stunning that it's unimaginable from inside the research facility. I'm glad that the last place I see is so beautiful. With the ocean before me, I speak to any future sisters that I have yet to meet. It might be called a type of prayer.
To all the ones I'll never meet, but will receive my memories.
My emotions race ahead of my thoughts. I can't find the right words to
There's
say.
so much I want to say to you that I don't know where to start.
I close my eyes and calm my heart. To my descendants, whom I will probably never meet, if you ever find someone precious to you as I did with number 024 and wish to meet them, may you meet them here. May you go beyond this pier to places I could not.
I just pray from the bottom of my heart that everyone can find happiness. As long as that happens, I don't mind if I...
Even though my wish may not come true, I'm still satisfied if I can entrust it to someone I believe in. Number 024 said something along those
This
lines.
be it.
Snowy rubs against my leg. Is he warning me to be cautious of my pursuers, who have arrived and are coming closer? Or does he only want me to pet him? I inspect him closely and realize it's the latter. He must be worried. I crouch down and scratch Snowy's
Snowy.
head.
You think this is what it means to feel alive?
Snowy looks at me while wagging its tail. I pick up Snowy and gently hug him. Snowy shows no sign of resistance and allows me to do so. My pursuers are closing in now. But I will not run anymore.
At least they allowed Therapy Dog to hang out.
It is true that I'm still frustrated, but it's strange. I'm also satisfied. Snowy licks my cheek.
I'll be okay now. Things are about to get hairy, so you should hurry and get out of here.
I let Snowy go, but he doesn't leave me.
If you don't go, it'll make things hard on me. Okay?
Snowy looks at my face for a while, eventually droops his head and walks off. Snowy looks back several times. Eventually he disappears into the tall grass.
And that's how the first Pokemon was born. Aww. I can still picture that though, like. No. No.
My relief is cut short by five armed humans pointing their guns at me. I have no intention of resisting. I smile at them. Though it was only for a short while, I lived. I felt happiness. I felt the happiness of passing down my wish. But it was only for a short period of time. I may have been granted the wish of the girl. I may have granted the wish of the girl who is our mother. I allow myself to be restrained without resistance. They take me back to the laboratory. I'm so absorbed in my escape attempt that I didn't notice I took the severe damage I inflicted upon the facility. It seems that the delicate machinery used to tamper with my memories is in no condition to be used.
Win.
Damn it! Look at this mess! Going after humans? Oh, I bet the girl they used as a template for this model was a snotty brat too.
Ooh, that's untidy.
Even if we
released my
delete its
limitus.
memories, it'll be too dangerous to keep using this unit.
There are so many things about it I want to research, though.
It's not worth the risks. The 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon will be sealed indefinitely once it's fully restrained again.
The voice is the last thing I hear before my consciousness is cut off.
Huh?
My consciousness should have been shut down, but I've
This
awakened.
place. It's that ocean.
I'm on that pier, that blue sky and ocean, that shining sun and glittering water, the gentle breeze and the calm sound of the waves. Even Snowy's next to me. The scene is identical to the one from before, though this time I sense no pursuers.
Don't worry, they were all probably killed by shadows anyway. Thanks, Carrick. Always a silver lining, I guess.
Yeah, right?
Even if it is soaked in blood.
I was captured. I remember that clearly. This is obviously an abnormal situation at odds with my memories, but the clear blue sky and ocean is still so beautiful that I cannot help but gaze at them. If only I could go beyond it. Just as the thought crosses my mind, my viewpoint ascends. Soon afterwards, I realize that I'm floating as if my body is weightless. I'm astonished at myself to be thinking such strange things, but then my field of vision drifts and I turn my attention to that. The scenery that I already knew becomes a mix with other environments I don't know. They become a connected, continuous image and pass like a slideshow. From time to time, I pass through drifting images. But I cannot grasp anything within those spaces. Even if they are about to collide with me, they just pass right through me. Could this be dreaming? I remember something I once heard from a researcher at the facility. They said that it's possible for us to dream since we have a mind and may develop an ego. Though, it would technically not be identical to a human's dream. The phenomenon will be very similar. I feel that the example the researcher gave of what a dream is like matches my current experience. If I'm having a dream, then the things that are not possible in reality may be possible here. For example, if I can leave this island. If I can go beyond the ocean. The girl that number 024 and I wanted to meet said that even though she knows that the world is big, she would not be able to see it for herself. What could that have meant? Was she in a place that limited her world, as I was unable to leave the island? Just when it seems like the images flowing around me have stopped, I find myself in an unknown room. There's a bed here, next to a flat screen monitor. There are also white shelves surrounding the bed. To the one side is a stand with an intravenous drip. There's a machine connected to it by cords. Though it's small, it appears to function as a life science monitor. This is similar to the research facility. Could it be a hospital? The voices that sound from somewhere belong to a man and a woman. I have not heard these voices before.
She said during this morning's checkup that she wanted to go to school. She asked how much better she needs to get to be able to go.
Here it is. Here it is.
Understandable. This ward is right near the road most of the students take. She must be lonely too, not having seen her parents lately.
What's her parents doing?
How much better she needs to get. She still doesn't know that her condition is incurable.
What? No!
Why don't you be honest with her and tell her she won't ever be able to go? It's cruel to string her along like this.
Shh, keep your voice down. Room's next door.
It's not even a doctor, he's a middle-aged man.
I understand at once that these people are speaking of the girl I wish to meet. The scene feels as if it comes from my own memory. I don't doubt it at all. The girl is suffering some kind of illness. She might not be able to go outside. Her condition prevents her from leaving the small world. Her life is like ours. Could the girl have heard this conversation? How did it make her feel? I want to spend more time in the outside world. I want to live a normal life. The thoughts that come to my mind aren't mine.
I wonder if the nurses thought things like the student council were too much trouble to bother with when they were in school. I don't know. It sounds fun to me.
Just as I thought, it's the girl's voice. When I listen to her, I can sense a strong yearning and admiration.
You gotta admire the student council president. I mean, they're the ones that get things done for everyone. But I guess it's because they're like that in the first place that they get to be president, huh?
Yeah, sure is.
The girl has a strong desire to attend school and live a normal school life with friends. As I review these voices and feelings, an interest in the school she longs for grows within me.
School. I wonder what that's like. Would it be fun?
I wish to see it for myself what she desires. Is there a specific image to it? What kind of place is it? What activities do its attendants perform while there? There are no more memories in regards to schools. This must mean that the girl has no such memories.
Figures. I don't know anything about schools or whatever else student life is like.
I want to see
I
them.
can show you if you so desire.
That almost sounds like Izanagi or something.
A voice answers my unspoken thought. Who could it be? I don't think I know this voice. For some reason, my mind becomes hazy. I can't access my memories easily.
Huh? Who's there?
There's no need to be alarmed. I only want to give you a glimpse of the world you long to know.
I was under the impression this was a dream. Dreams are supposed to release a valve for memories, yet this voice doesn't feel like a part of me. Could that be possible? As I ponder these things, the scenery around me changes completely. First, I see a 3-story concrete building. I don't know this building. As I examine it, my surroundings change again. It's the same desks and chairs are lined up.
Oh, Patrick, interesting.
In front of me is a dark green rectangular board on the wall.
Is this a school? A real classroom?
This is the place the girl loved. It's here that I've gained an interest in. I find myself forgetting that this is a dream and focus my senses on the desks and chairs. I then realize that I can move around at will, just as when I felt my body rise at the beach.
So this is where classes happen.
I feel a sudden excitement.
But what do the students do when there aren't any classes? Do they just talk and stuff?
That mysterious voice doesn't answer. Instead, I'm surrounded by other sounds. Many voices are talking at once. It reminds me of the sound of waves near the ocean. But the sound is lively and enjoyable. The voices belong to boys and girls surrounding a desk. They're all laughing and talking. They wear common clothing, though there are some differences. These may be uniforms. It's interesting to see that each person's uniform is distinct in some way. That one is the only one wearing something around his neck. The girl with the short hair and the green jacket raises her right hand. Next to her is a girl with long black hair wearing a red jacket. She smiles. Then there's a well-built young man with strange spiky hair.
Everyone asks him what the hell he's doing in our classroom. Not only are you younger, but you're probably going to get held back. Get out of here. I'm just kidding.
In contrast to him, I can see a small, delicate, intellectual-looking young man. Last, surrounding them is a young man with a calm demeanor sitting at the desk.
That's right, 5.
In front of him is... the front of his uniform is open. His white shirt is showing.
His collar is like 6 inches high.
Yeah, if he unfolded it, it would be like up around his eyes.
I was going to say you could fly with it or something.
They seem to be talking about something. Can't quite discern what it is. The scene proceeds to show various points in a normal school day.
Yeah. And then there was no, never mind, no Resay.
Classes, activities, clubs, student council. Oh, it looks like so much fun that I get excited. But then I remember, this is all just a dream. I'm only dreaming. No matter how much I want it, there'll never be a day when I can attend school for myself. All the scenes I just saw centered around the young man and his friends. I'll never join their circle. I can't go to school. I'm not even human. I consider this self-evident truth once again.
But then, I found something on the internet called anime, and it turns out that all sorts of strange things go to high school. Maybe I have a chance.
Though I look human, I'm a machine made by humans.
The desk by the window, second from last. It's open. It's waiting for me.
It doesn't matter how close my heart is to that of a human or how much my ego develops. I can't become a real human. This mechanical body can never truly be human. Just as our mother could not overcome the obstacles of her illness no matter how much she wished for it, I can't overcome the obstacle of being a machine. Ugh. Is it futile for someone who can't become a human to yearn for a normal human life? There's a strange sensation somewhere in my chest that feels like pain. Still, although I'm not a machine created as a weapon, that girl loved me. I wonder if there are other people like her who could understand me. Would I then be able to find a place to belong amongst the humans? But...
You'll never find a place where you belong.
Hey!
Humans created you as a tool. They would never think of you as anything more.
Aww.
Everyone, to a man, lives by averting their eyes from something inside them.
Huh?
They all wish to live inside a never-ending dream. For who has the right to say they shouldn't?
Checks out.
For just a moment, I sense an incongruity in the kind voice. The strange pain within my body softens a little.
There are even humans who do not understand others' feelings. Still others do understand, and trample upon them regardless.
Yeah.
Compared to them, you are much more human.
I remember the researchers. They certainly didn't understand me, number 024, or my sisters. We were treated only as objects, even after they tried to give us a heart.
Why not then seek to be human?
Persona. Become human.
Me? Be a human?
The voice whines gently inside my mind. I feel my body is growing uneasily light, as if the world is spinning around me.
People sort through their memories in dreams. Each night they let go of painful memories and continue their lives with the morning sun. That's all you need do. Forget anything contrary to your desires.
If I forget.
Do not fear the act of letting go. The ones you admire wished only for you to be happy.
My mind seizes upon something. That precious wish. The desire given in me to meet our mother someday and tell her, thank you. I must not forget that. But as long as this wish is precious to me, as long as I cannot erase it from my heart, the fact that I'm not human will remain.
And I too. All I wish from the depths of my heart is for you to find joy.
Happiness.
I think back.
I wish from the depths of my heart for you to be happy.
I remember the girl who wished for our happiness. I want to grant that wish. I want to tell her thank you, but that'll be difficult for me now. In which case, should I not at least seize this opportunity and be happy here for her sake?
And be happy.
My vision goes dark. The sounds I heard fade away. I feel as if I'm falling.
Everything is now in readiness.
Petra?
I got things to play.
Hey!
Project Soul. This is a long bedtime story you are reading me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Read it again, read it again, read it again.
Again.
Remember where the toaster met the door? At a certain pier overlooking the ocean after escaping from a research facility.
Right, Whirlwind. I was like, ooh, we met on a pier, on an island. It was very good. Juggly
And
call.
so, 10 years later, a certain robot would meet a certain boy and start her own journey to happiness.
Gestrid.
Yeah.
Cute.
Finding the answer.
Cute.
The scientists were burned to a crisp in the accident and their records destroyed, and thus their memories erased.
What a shame.
Spike. Yeah. Like, yeah. Juggly call.
Is this why Aegis can communicate with Kuromaru?
I think so. I think it's something similar for sure. Kind of
Yeah.
like a running.
Where they're like,
gag,
haha,
but- yeah.
dogs. They're like people.
Ultra charge!
That girl is Marie from Sonic Adventure 2.
Anime Watcher. Thank you.
Yeah, there was some real weird lore behind that whole thing, wasn't there? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think it made any sense, though.
What?
The whole Marie thing in, like, Sonic Adventure Battle 2. 2 Battle? I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember.
Maria, not Marie.
Oh, was it Maria?
All I remember is that at one point a girl kisses Sonic. Like a whole ass real live girl. Voiced by...
It was Maria? Yeah.
Voiced by Gretchen
I don't know. She
Wieners.
was sick, and somehow blowing up the moon would make it better or something. And it was like, what? Yeah. Yeah, it's
I don't know how much this matters from a non-native speaker, but props on the accent, Nyani.
hey.
Thanks. I got all yesterday to practice.
Oh, that's 06. Oh.
The one with the kissing is from 06,
okay.
yeah. Voiced by Gretchen Wieners. When I open my eyes, I'm staring at a wood grain board. It's the surface of a desk. I quickly raise my head. Looks like I fell asleep in class. My sleeve was pressed against my forehead while I was asleep, and the texture left a mark. Oh man, I hope no one sees this. I rub my forehead a little and look around the classroom. According to the clock on the wall, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. The only thing written on the blackboard is... Is that going to be January 5th or
No,
May 1st?
May 1st.
May 1st, 2012, on Tuesday. Everything else is erased.
Because I think Golden Week is somewhere around there. Don't quote me on it.
Because, yeah, I would, like, there's the two ways of doing it,
Yeah.
where it's like, the first number is the number that changes the most, and the second number changes the second most.
Typically, in the standardized way of doing it, it's usually month first. Usually. I can't remember where it's different, but here, most other places. Yeah.
I stretch out my arms. I feel a little tired, but I gotta stay focused.
Not true. I'm pretty sure in the West.
After all, I just got elected student council president in the elections a couple days ago. I have to keep in touch with what the people who voted for me want in a leader. Things with the student council get pretty hectic after school.
Yeah, like I thought it was day, month, year because days changed the most, then months changed the most, then years changed the most. And it's just, yeah.
I should hurry to the student council room. I stand up and open the door in the back of the class. When I go into the hallway, there's no one around. I check inside the classrooms as I go, but I still don't see anyone.
Where the heck is everyone?
It's weird. The whole school's usually rowdier than this after classes. I should have people talking and laughing in the classrooms and teachers yelling at them to quiet down. Where's all the bustle of the students and everyone getting ready for their after-school class stuff? Just when I'm wondering that, I turn around and look back the way I came.
Oh, there they are.
There's some students in the hallway. Some of them are chatting and others are coming out of the classrooms. Just a few of them run past me carrying the bags. Yeah, that's more like it. This is how school's supposed to be.
No running in the hallway.
The student gives an unapologetic smile, but he just waves at me as he zooms down the stairs.
You'll put your eye out if you don't look where you're going. Oh well, I just gotta clamp down on him more from now on.
I put my hands on my hips and sigh.
Hey there, Miss President.
Are you off to the student council room? How fun!
You're always so
Thanks, Mia.
excited about that.
Bye, Miss President. See you next Monday.
Everyone walking down the hallway talks to me. I wave back to them. I always had a lot of friends and people who knew me, but ever since I got elected student council president, all the students seem to know who I am. The job comes with a lot of pressure, but I know I'm up to it. I'm going to be busier than ever around the school now. I did have my doubts, but in the end, I'm glad I ran for student council president.
Yeah, I did the right thing. I did.
I head to the student council room. Time flies as I go over my agenda. Before I know it, there's red light pouring from the west window. It's already sundown.
Guess that's enough for today.
There's no one else left in the student council room. I had the others go home before it got too late. But when I said that if they pushed themselves too much at the start, they'd burn out quick, they just laughed and said, "Same goes for you." I leave the student council room and lock it up. As I go down the hall to return the key, I see a strange woman at the far end of the hallway. She's not wearing the school uniform. She's got on an odd hat, some gloves, and a one-piece dress. They're all the same deep blue color. Underneath one arm is an odd-looking book. Can't see her face with her back towards me, but her short, straight hair draws my attention. Her hair is this radiant silver, like as if pearls were stretched into strands.
Who in the world is that?
Maybe it's the clothes, but she gives off this strong presence. I get a little uneasy looking at her. I'm not tiptoeing or anything, but she doesn't turn around until I'm about 2 meters away. When she finally does, though, I gasp a little. Her features are so perfect that she's like a sculpture.
Hey, excuse me. You got some reason to be at our school? Are you sure this is how things should be? Huh?
I don't understand what she's getting at, but for some reason, the question throws me.
I am a wanderer who only stopped here because I sensed great power gathering. I am in no position to give advice, but, this place will soon be caught in a bit of a fracas.
Nice.
If you continue to avert your eyes from everything, I think it will have an impact on your life in the near future. My life?
What she said just now sounded pretty scary. She may have a few screws loose. But something is whispering to me deep in my heart, asking me, doesn't she have a point? Aren't you looking away from something important?
What you choose is up to you, but I believe there are factors preventing you from making the right choices at the moment. I couldn't bring myself to just stand by and watch as you lost your life before my eyes. That is why I was waiting here to give you one last chance.
The lady opens the thick book she's holding. know how it's doing that, but light streams from the book. It gets stronger and stronger until I have to shield my eyes. The blinding light finally begins to fade a little. I slowly open my eyes. The first thing I see should have been my arm. But what I see instead is an arm made of metal.
What is this?
I can't believe this awkward metal arm is mine. It's like metal plates are completely covering it. I start tugging at them, trying to tear them off.
It won't come off. What gives?
It's not just my arms. My legs have changed too. Why are my arms and legs mechanical? My whole body even. I stare down at my hands in confusion. These are my hands, all right. Part of me knows that, and I shake my head. What am I thinking? There's no way that these are my hands. It's not possible. It's not. My head hurts. Where is this?
I will be your opponent for a short while. During that time, why not think back about who you are? Huh? My opponent?
The lady takes a slightly defensive
And
stance.
away we go.
It only took like 2 hours, but we're here. We're finally here. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this.
It's just a cutscene. It's not an actual battle.
I would cry. Oh. 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 Oh.
Spacey Sims, thank you for Twitch subscribing.
Thank you. Yay.
Finally.
Big axe. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay.
Chain arm.
Mm.
That moment when the visual novel joke gets real.
Mr. Demix.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a hella visual novel, isn't it?
Damn it, I spilled some fighting game into my VN again.
Whirlwind.
Would you mind waiting for a moment? You were seen. Opening my there is some electricity. Now,
Oh my.
Summoning.
Shit.
Going down like a war.
I have been waiting for crap. Clay beat me to it.
Cry.
The time is this is my trump card.
Oh shit, I tried to dash. I think I'm dead. Don't worry, I lost on purpose so I can get a little more gameplay, okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
Bow, 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 bow.
You should focus on one move.
Finally.
Yeah, it's hard because you don't have a persona in this one.
There's enough moves. Okay, back at Square X. Oh wow.
Would you mind waiting for a moment?
Wow.
Your fate is in the cards. Please be careful. Oh no.
Her fight voice sounds different.
Your fate is... Oh no. Oh no. Venator. Here is some freezing. Oh no. Here I go.
Like it sounds a little high pitched.
Impressive. Oh no. The time persona card. Here I go.
Oh.
I anticipated. Now, backing up.
Penalty.
No.
Won't you have some? Pardon me.
I'm gonna smack you.
Where'd she go?
The Shadow Realm.
I'm gonna smack you. And she did.
And she did. I somehow managed to beat the lady in blue who attacked me. How did I win? How did I use these metal arms and legs like it was second nature? I don't understand. The lady in blue stands before me exactly as she was when I first saw her.
Cut in half?
She's not even breathing
Well
hard.
done. But I'm sure you realize now, you are not human.
Vibe status checked.
There must have been an important promise that could only be kept in that guise. That must have been your reason for living. Whether it's worth losing that or not, I ask that you give it serious thought.
An important promise. My reason for living?
I repeat that to myself. It seems important somehow.
It seems the tumult of trials is about to begin, in which case, I bid you good luck.
The thick book in her hand closes with a loud thud. Strangely, that ordinary sound lingers in my head. When I come back to my senses, there's no one here anymore. I take a nervous look at my arms and legs.
Nothing seems different about me.
There's no metal on my limbs now. Just ordinary skin and bones.
What the heck was that? A dream?
Yeah, what was that? Would daydream be the word for just what happened? I can't sort out my thoughts, so I think to myself, I can't let it get to me. Just let it go. But some things I can't dismiss that easy. You are not human. You have an important promise, which must have been your reason for living.
I'm forgetting something? That I need to remember?
My head's hurting again. The pain brings back another memory. It's just for a second and I can't quite catch it, but I saw blue skies and an ocean. And the ocean and somebody else was there. Maybe a white dog too, I don't know. I don't know. Did you see a white dog?
Well, maybe.
I don't know, I didn't see a white dog.
Ronald McDonald's over there friggin' waving his hand.
I think there was a lot more to it, but the last voice I heard stays with me.
I mean, we're loved after all.
When I come to, my hands are balled into fists. That's when I make a decision. That promise. That reason for living. I have to hang on to it. I didn't hear them until now, but there's strange voices everywhere in the school building. Is this the tumult of trials that Lady in Blue mentioned? Is that really going to be a thing?
I can't just leave this be. I'm the dang student council president.
As student council president, I have to find out what's going on in my school. I need to make sure that the students aren't getting involved in anything dangerous. I start running towards the first door.
Hey, no running in the halls, Mr. President. And what? 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 There was only... Whoa, wait, what? Oh, shoot. P4U, what? 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 Was it basically just saying that these are unlocked now?
I don't know.
What?
I said the story continues in a different one.
It said P4U, yeah. Sorry, I skipped past that.
4.
Man, that Elizabeth fight was totally shoehorned in there. They're like, we can't have a freaking thing with no fights. I don't know, just throw Elizabeth in there. Jeez.
Yeah, it was 3 hours of reading and one fight. You can move forward in most all of them.
Only the top 4?
Labrys, engaging vibe check protocol.
Monadoo! Vibe check-in.
Do we do it in order? I don't know. Maybe we could do it in backwards order now and do use last.
I would love to sound that disinterested when I get smacked several feet into the air with a giant axe.
Right?
Dr. Cannon.
Disinterested goals.
Right? Just like, well, I hope that you don't take what I'm saying lightly. You can continue the P4 team story, but only the top 4 and Teddy.
Yosuke say first? Okay.
Can you be Yosuke now?
Yeah. I can
okay.
Be Yosuke now.
Yosuke? A lot of people want Yosuke. Yosuke or Teddy?
Teddy? I mean, yeah, you can do Teddy voice. That's fine. It's like second nature to him.
It's my normal voice. The voice I put on for the stream. Continue from the cliffhanger.
I like how they address and accept that it's a cliffhanger.
May all your cliffs be hung.
Oh no, I never said it was a short break from P5R. I mean, it's a short break comparatively to P5R. I think this, I predict this will be like 30 parts, maybe. When the new girl says Labrys, Ms. President opens her mouth trembling.
My name is Labrys. Labrys.
In that instant, her pale face flushes with comprehension. She looks down at her mechanical limbs and face twists into a bitter expression. In the meantime, the shadow glares at the other robot girl.
Tell me you're...
Yes,
I am the 7th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Aegis. I am the model that came after you.
I like how they left the 6th generation for another spin-off. Nice.
Yeah.
So you're here to seize her. Well, I won't let you. I'm
Hey.
sick of that place. I'm going to be free. Isn't that right, me? Won't that be better than letting the Kiricho group capture you again?
Kiricho,
The president blankly repeats the shadow's words. She turns to me, her eyes filled with desperation.
I wasn't human?
I should answer her, and I try, but nothing comes out of my mouth. In that moment, I can feel our fates ripping apart.
I will take my freedom!
The shadow's arm suddenly shoots out across the room. It's connected to her by a long chain, and it catches Miss President, Labrys, in it. The chain reels in like it was connected to a winch, dragging her along. The shadow grabs Labrys and lifts her onto its shoulders. Now they make Shadow Ultimate Labrys. Two-tiered Labrys with 2 axes, like that Beyblade or something. In the next moment, a shadow bursts out of the announcement room. That was fast. I can't believe she's carrying twice her own weight. The other robot, Aegis, follows right behind. That just leaves Rise and me and a whole lot of questions. What the hell am I supposed to do now? The student council president isn't a human, but some kind of weapon? And there's another robot girl. Ow. Thank you, I needed that. Something smacks me in the back. It's Rise! She's staring at me with flushed cheeks. Is this a confession of love?
Senpai, aren't you gonna go after them?
Oh yeah, after them. Oh yeah, why am I spacing out? Of course I can't just let stuff end like this. So what if she's not human? So what if she's not what I imagined? She believed in me, she trusted me, and yet I completely failed her. I'm not gonna let it end now. Not a chance in hell. She didn't get to be a celebrity for nothing. She really got some guts. It sure is great to have friends to urge you on.
From here. Good luck.
Okay. I nod with determination. I leave Rise alone in the announcement room and run out of the hole in the wall. I can't match their speed, but I know where they're going. When the shadow left the room, she turned towards the stairway. If she was going to head downstairs, it'd be faster to make for the fire escape than the other direction. So while that isn't a whole lot to go on, I think I can guess where they're going. To the roof! As I huff and I puff, and I blow the school down my way up the stairs, I see that the door to the roof is open. Just as I thought. But when I get there, I didn't see what I expected to. Woo!
It's TVs.
It took my breath away. It's like a studio, like that place. This is the entrance to the world we used up until spring. It went away after we solved the mystery last year, but it must have come back when Labrys entered the TV and created the school. I guess that's when everybody saw the Midnight Channel, they all became interested in it, just like last time. And that's why it looks exactly the same. Yes. In the middle of the area, Aegis and the Shadow, still carrying Labrys, are at a standoff. Labrys is silent. She looks conscious, but her eyes are empty, as if she's given up trying to understand anything. The Shadow smiles when she sees me and snaps her fingers. Suddenly, the area is enveloped with a strange presence.
The Grand Prix isn't over yet. If you want to chase me, you better fight each other.
Hey, wait! Ow! I try to chase after the Shadow, but I run into another invisible wall. This crap again? The Shadow disappears into the back of the school building. Damn it, it looks like I'd helped her buy more time. The Grand Prix isn't over. Don't tell me I've got to fight more to keep going. So now I have to fight this robot Aegis? I timidly ask her. Hell, I don't know anything about her other than her name. First, I need to find out what the hell she's doing here.
Is it true you came to capture her?
You're Captain Ressentiment, Yosuke Hanamura, correct?
She knows me! She knows about the Ressentiment part! Someone kill me!
I saw you in the video advertising this tournament. The one showing the people currently in this world.
Did you now?
Did you? Still, Ressentiment, huh? It still really pisses me off, but to be honest, it's not that far from the truth.
I would recommend that you evacuate at once, but neither of us can leave. I must go after her.
What a coincidence. Me too.
But this has nothing to do with you.
I may not have meant to, but I hurt that girl.
Oh.
She was depending on me, and I turned my back on her.
Not a human? A robot? So what? That's what I wanted to say to her, but I couldn't. That's why
I need to go and apologize.
And when I say that, Aegis's expression relaxes. It's a really natural expression, very human-like. Labrys' face was like that too.
I should explain certain things to you. I'm not authorized to disclose everything, but...
She slowly begins to speak. Apparently, there were incidents involving shadows and personas outside of Inaba too. They didn't start recently either, but they made an unofficial squad to deal with stuff like that, and Aegis belongs to that group. She's a weapon created solely to fight shadows. She was given a soul that's summoned a persona, the only method of dealing with the shadows. Miss President Labrys was a prototype, but she went AWOL. Holy crap! I mean, after last year, I'm ready for any kind of crazy story, but this still takes me by surprise. Of course, it's not all that hard to believe when one of the robot girls is standing right there in front of me, but still.
There are shadows outside the TV too?
We would never have realized that a television could lead to a space like this.
Well, I'm surprised by what you just told me, so I guess we're even.
I tried joking and smiling, but Aegis doesn't smile back. She looks straight at me. Her eyes are filled with strength. I can tell she's measuring me up. Come to think of it, Labrys looked at me the same way when we first met. I remember thinking, man, those eyes.
Please tell me, what's going to happen to Labrys once you catch her?
I cannot answer that.
Aegis hesitates before answering, like she has to squeeze it out of her throat. That pause says more to me than her words.
If you have no other questions, then let us begin the battle. There isn't any time to spare. Please don't resist. I can knock you out painlessly if you comply.
Yikes. But hey, I can't back down.
Yikes. I act cocky so I won't get scared. But when I smile, I know I can't just let her beat me.
Are you really going to fight a living weapon like myself? I do not mean to boast, but your chances of success are low.
Never tell me the odds!
And guys should help out crime girls, right?
Yes. For some reason, this brings a smile to her face. Then I had a thought. Was she trying to scare me to keep me from getting into something dangerous? Perhaps this is her way of trying to be kind to me. Well, if it is, it's not gonna work. I'll never forgive myself if I was sent home now. I'd lose something important to me. I've already made my decision. Maybe Aegis sensed that resolution in me, because she takes a fighting stance.
I understand. I accept your challenge. Here I come.
Now I have to remember how to play entirely different characters.
He's fast, remember?
Dodge.
He goes quickly.
Dodge fast.
I am the 6th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Nyan droid.
Ah,
Hey!
yes. The shadows in the chat world. Thank you for suppressing them.
You're welcome.
Final. Fight.
Ooh. V-slash here.
Fire missile. My other scramble. Fire. My other cell. Fire.
Come get me.
Scramble.
Bingo.
Oh, persona.
Bingo.
Guarding. Firing. Fire. Persona. Rise up and hit. Here I go. Throwing. Fire. Anti-air. Firing. Severe impact. I'm a simply red top.
Oh, shit. Oof. Oh, I can't dodge. V-slash. Yosuke here.
Final.
Fire! Yikes! Emergency!
Just getting started.
Persona! Damage! Severe impact!
Here we go.
No! Light damage!
Crap.
Max Persona! Cover! Holding out! Max Persona! Go down!
Too slow.
Please damage! Heavy damage! No! Some damage!
Just getting started. Here we go.
Oh, shit.
I really like kunai. I think they're such a cool weapon.
Oh, I'm broken.
Damage! Heavy damage! Light damage!
Heavy damage, light damage, heavy damage, light damage. Rep.
Shadow Labrys' invisible walls power is basically what's bonking, becoming a real thing.
Dude, it really is, isn't it? Oh, shit. Oh, no way. Those bombs do so much damage. How does she do those? I gotta do those. Anti-air.
Yeah, they're so cool.
Anti-air. Aren't they kind of designed to be swords, but also throwing weapons, basically?
Yeah, kinda, I think.
damage! Heavy damage! Light damage! Persona! Please hit fire! Athena! Go down! Please hit Ordeal!
Now I'm pissed.
No escape!
So if I low block, does it block both?
Quick air raid! Heavy damage! Severe impact!
Clay doesn't block them out. What are you fucking talking about? I just did. Oh yeah, well I bet you don't attack.
Clay, you don't do it like a pro.
Oh,
How come
okay.
you're not a pro at fighting games? Clay.
Well, you see,
Not good enough. Be
it's
a
part of my
professional.
tragic backstory. So there was a puppy at a puppy orphanage, and it just wanted to be a puppy teacher, right, at a puppy school.
Yeah.
But then things just didn't work out, and so V-slash Yosuke here. And so they transferred the puppy consciousness into my human body.
Uh-oh. That explains a lot.
It does.
I
If you
was
block
sort
roll
of
and the
like,
overheads can hurt.
I was like, why do you have to pee in the house, man? And you're like, it's just who I am. I'm like, you could pee in the toilet or outside, and you're like, no, on the rug. Every time.
Only natural for Heartful Cry to be Iggy's theme in P4A. And on the original ST, it retains the piano intro from the SES fights in the answer.
Adam! Thank you. Yeah, Heartful Cry is such a good song. It's a very good song.
Fire missile! Aerial mode! Air raid! My other self! Aerial mode! Fire! Dash! Fire! Charging!
Is that why my android keeps glaring at me? Would it help if I said I was more Teddy-like minus his whole personality?
Shady spot.
Well, that just contradicts
I
itself.
think that the thing is, you are also the preacher of the gospel of Mothman, you know? And that has value here.
SP only when awakened. And is it after 2?
Just getting started. Cover. Athena. Attack. Damage. Heavy damage. Like this. Finish it. No air raid. Attack. Strike. Heavy damage. Light double block. Go. Damage. Heavy damage. Light damage.
There it is, Shady spot.
Severe impact. Heavy damage. Charging. Heavy damage.
Oh shit.
Charging.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot.
Fire. Gas. Gas. Air strike. Persona. Fire. Target hot. Limited volley. Max hover. My other self. Fire missile. Firing. Bramble.
Wow. Blocking doesn't seem to stop the dive.
Final.
Going. Please hit. Fire. Back. Going. Emergency.
Facts.
Anti-air. Ordeal mode.
I just took that cannon in the face.
Heavy dam. Light dam.
Heavy dam, light dam.
Shit.
Chad says you're blocking too much, Clay.
Oh, what? Really? Okay, cool. I've been waiting for this.
Damage. Heavy damage. Severe impact.
Am I awakened?
Yeah.
I'm a simply right back.
Just getting started.
Target hot.
It's showtime.
Ah, look at that sprite. It's cute. He's like, yeah.
Limiter. Sustained fire.
Shit, shit, shit.
Air strike. Cover.
Oh no, I don't have enough SP.
Target damage. Light damage. You will not launch an attack.
No, I'm doing attack. No. Yosuke.
As expected.
It would be appreciated if you just won the fight instead of fighting chat. I'm actually just trying to learn. But yeah, I can win.
Final.
Oh wow, I just got stabbed in the butt.
She did warn you that she's a weapon, that's true.
How do you do those breaks again?
I don't know, man. I'm so bad at fighting games.
Shit.
Just getting started.
What's your favorite kind of pizza?
Ah, jeez.
Me too.
Now I tap on her face. It's easy game for babies. Why block? Why attack? Why do anything when you can press win? It's like having the Konami code. There's this awesome cheat code that you can win to win basically any battle. It's just down, 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 circle, triangle. Yeah,
That's so cool. I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Continue.
Well done. I'm surprised you defeated me, but this may have been for the best.
Huh?
You are truly concerned for her, even after discovering that she's a living weapon. Your sympathy is much more impressive than that of a fellow machine like myself. Such consideration is immeasurably warm and cherished for us.
Agas's voice is gentle, but she also sounds a little sad. I sense like she's carrying a burden that I can't imagine. I don't know what to say, but she gives me another one of those soft smiles.
I met my own friends once and reached my own answer. I was thinking of telling my sister of these experiences.
Oh, she's your sister.
But I think it's better that you tell her instead.
Will I be able to do that? Wouldn't it be better for Agas to go? No. The answer's already there. I have to face Labrys for Agas's sake as well. I look straight into Agas's eyes and show my determination.
I don't know if I have the answer you're talking about, but there is something I want her to know. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it across, but when I was going through tough times, I had my friend.
My friend. No. Son of a bitch. That was such an awesome speech and I muffed the last word. Silence ensues.
Dude, you think about everything?
Friends. What happened? You bite his tongue?
Your disappointment when you open your mouth. Now I understand.
Ouch.
How do you know about that?
My database is perpetually being updated.
Friends.
Even as we speak, I am receiving information about you from the server, known for wearing a trash can on his head. I comprehend.
Wait, how come all this information about me is bad? And what's this server you're talking about?
To think you would have such hobbies. The possibilities of man are truly infinite.
Truly infinite.
That's not...
Senpai, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi. Transition from Rise. That's right. Now's not the time to be acting stupid.
Loud and clear. Did you pick up Labrys' trail?
She's headed for the announcement room again. I'm gonna get out of here while I can.
The announcement room again? At first I was worried about Rise, but now I think about it, as long as she can use her persona to track the enemy, she's safer than anybody in here. Alright, time to catch up. If the shadow need to make us fight to stall for time, it means that she's got something up her sleeve. I slap my cheeks to wake myself up a bit. I'll finish it this time.
I trust Labrys, my sister, with you.
As I'm leaving, Agas's voice calls out from behind me. Her words relieve me.
I don't know, that you were gonna capture her and lock her up somewhere. Her shadow was talking about how she didn't want to be caged again, and that she wanted to be free. But you don't seem like the type to do that. I think you really do have her best interests in mind. I'll bring Labrys back to you, whatever it takes, Agas-san.
Hanamura-san, thank you.
Look at that. Labrys does have a place to go. Yeah. She doesn't belong here in this made-up school. I bow to Agas and start running again. Man, Yosuke's so awesome. Isn't he awesome, chat? Let's get hearts out for Yosuke in chat. And how good and awesome he is. I returned to the announcement room and opened the door. All I saw was Labrys sitting alone in the middle of the room. Her mechanical legs are splayed on the floor and she seems to be mumbling something happily. Okay, that's not right. The shadow's nowhere to be found. Where is she watching from? Oblivious to my suspicion, Labrys starts talking to me in a cheerful but almost lifeless voice.
Oh, it's you, Yosuke-kun. What's wrong? Shouldn't you be in class?
You're not thinking straight. We're inside the TV world. You're not the student council president.
Something tells me only a fight's gonna knock her back to her senses.
What are you talking about? I came here to broadcast a student council announcement.
Labrys' voice. Labrys looks up with with empty eyes. She's no longer in her human form, but her stuck-on smile is painful to look at. That's not a real smile. I take a deep breath. Labrys.
That's your name. You know that, right? Let's go back and put an end to this fake world.
Why? Why are you saying that stuff?
Labrys' eyes finally look at me clearly. She looked at reality.
Stay here. This is the only place I can belong.
Labrys slowly stands up and puts her arm behind her back. She removes her wings as they expand to form a giant axe.
Don't go back. I'm gonna stay here forever and ever.
She swings down her axe with incredible speed. To swing a huge chunk of steel like that so easily, that's not just humanly possible. That's just not humanly possible. I mean, I expected as much, but I can't go easy on her.
Sorry I have to do this. I'll apologize as much as you want later, but right now, I've gotta stop you with everything I have.
Damn. Forever and ever. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow.
Finally.
Oh, I apparently couldn't block that, or I messed it up. Yeah, oh, that's overhead.
Wow,
Shit.
what a callback to the beauty pageant.
Oh, shit!
Adam, thank you. I'm sad I missed it.
Uh-oh. Oh god, I'm dead.
French, as they say.
French. Thank you, Gestrid. French.
Should have gone for the Sukukaja.
To Yosuke's credit, he's actually a very empathic person, and now if the writing would embrace that instead of, well, disappointment.
Selectively empathetic, maybe.
Dr. Cannon.
God, her range is so much longer than mine. Wow. Do I have, like, any other move here? Oh, cool, cool, cool. Corpse goes to the ground with a dashing attack. Oh, yeah. Oh, it can be controlled. Oh, cool. Okay. Well. Oh, I'll have to try that. Oh, also cool. Okay.
Don't count me out.
Bye. Whoa.
It's showtime.
So cool.
Omae wa mo.
So cool.
You're pretty good.
Oh god. Can I? No? Man, that like defense boost when you get to low health is oof. That did like no damage. Maybe I should have grabbed. I don't know.
Finally!
Uh-oh. Wow, I bit on that. Good God.
Labrys, engage. I want that twink obliterated protocol.
Monotube! Thanks! Yikes. Oh, no way!
I'm so dead.
You're not coming?
Come on, hit 50, hit 50. Yes! Tap on her mouth. Tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it.
Why? Why can't I stay like this?
Because it's not real.
Shut your mouth.
Go back to being...
You shut your mouth.
What good will it do for you to forget everything? You know that you're trying to ignore the truth and that you're lying to yourself. That'll only bring you more pain.
Labrys drops to the floor, crying her heart out. I know this is for her own good, but seeing it hurts me deep down inside. Labrys looks at me with eyes filled with misery.
You wouldn't understand. No one can understand how I feel. That's right. They'd never understand.
An ominous voice butts into our conversation.
Shadow. So you were nearby after all.
Why wouldn't I be?
Damn. Wherever she is, I can't see her. Where's she hiding? As I'm looking around. Ooh, wow. Wow, what?
Ooh, gross.
Wow, no! Oh, dear. When the darkness disappears, the scenery has changed completely. The view outside the window has changed to something weird and creepy. A piercing red light fills the room.
What's going on?
What is that? Some giant metal container like a furnace, and something's being tossed into it like garbage. I look closer and see the garbage looks like arms and legs. Hey, it looks like people. I try to calm the horror I feel creeping down my spine. I don't know how to describe it. All I can say is that wherever this is, it's nasty. This isn't the announcement room anymore. As I was fixated on the view outside, the shadow appears silently from the corner of the room.
I still need her, so I can become myself.
She approaches me as she talks. Her face is illuminated by the things, the red light from the room outside, two things, and the madness in her eyes. I back away in spite of myself, but the shadow ignores me, drawing closer to Labrys. Shoot, that's right. Labrys hasn't said the words that the shadow needs to hear. Her shadow hasn't gained the true power yet. That's why she was trying to buy time.
Your only escape route, but that's been stolen from you too. Poor pitiful me.
Yeah, what was that? What was that noise? Mouth noise. Why do you do that?
Labrys' shadow turns and begins regaling her, I believe. Her lips are at Labrys' ear, her words tugging at her heart.
Go through the same pain, but in the end, they still didn't understand.
The same pain?
It was so painful. It made you so sad. You hated destroying them.
Destroying them? I take another look at the horror show outside the window. The broken human figures being thrown into the incinerator. This is a sight Labrys' heart created, right? Then that means this is... I suddenly felt like I could grasp the weight Labrys was bearing in her heart, and I could see how heavy that weight was. The shadow takes a quick glance at me and continues speaking.
He was forced to fight his friends too, but he didn't feel the despair that we did. He wasn't alone, after all. He's completely different from us. You're not human or an ordinary machine.
We don't belong anywhere, and we'll always be alone. No one will ever understand us. Please stop!
The Shadow needs to have Labrys deny that they're the same. I knew that, but I couldn't stop her. I quietly watched the two of them talk.
I'm not alone. I'm not! If they don't understand, who will? The only ones who could were all destroyed by our own hands. No! That was you, not me! You're not me!
There it is.
I'm free now! No one can capture me! I'm truly free! Yes, the power!
I'm very curious as to how this is going to work gameplay-wise.
Right?
Damn. So cool. Well, there it is. The Shadow goes wild and strikes Labrys, knocking her aside. I catch her from behind. Labrys looks up at me, a bit surprised, but the look in her eyes is frail, ready to fade away at any moment. I smile at her.
It's okay if you can't at first. It's really hard to accept yourself. The only reason I could do it was because I had friends to help me. It would have been impossible to do on my own. I'm here with you now. And you've got Aigis-san too. We'll help you face yourself.
By beating you up. The Shadow's shape is a bit of surprise. That Shadow didn't change, but it summoned a monster behind her. What the hell, man? That's like a persona. And it's pretty damn gigantic. I don't even think it could be depressed. Just looking at it makes me weak in the knees. He's at least 3 times my size. The Shadow's eyes glow gold as she turns her wings into an axe like Labrys had. Crap. And it was hard enough just fighting the robot girl with the axe. Well, I'm gonna be honest here. I'm having a hard time thinking I can take her on by myself. But something pops into the back of my mind. The faces of my friends, of Aigis, everyone who's trusted me with all their hopes. I get ready to fight. Power surges through my body. All right. Now it's my turn to work.
No matter what. And when we make a promise like that, we keep it.
Bam, 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 bam.
Finally.
Cool. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. Yikes.
Stuart, come get me.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't get a counter off or anything.
Shadow Labrys' persona is Asterius, the bull in King Minos' labyrinth in Greek myth.
Man,
Godzilla!
You know, you see, like, I don't know, the abridged versions of, like, Greek mythology, but it's always so messed up.
Yeah. Man, my child is so horrible. I guess we'll just build a labyrinth, put some shit in it, and put my kid in there, because they're awful.
Oh my god, I'm getting juggled!
Yeah, her title is The Raging Bull of Destruction. And it makes sense.
Oh shit, is it? That was back there.
Wow, she's not
Whoa,
nice.
she blocked that? Cool, let's do it. Or not. Oh crap. Oh shit! She didn't bite on the counter.
Come get me! Donk.
And so she did.
And so she did. What are you gonna do? Hit me with your axe? Moments before being cleaved in two by an axe.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna come in for the attack real fast.
Finally.
Oh God!
Kiss my ass, yeah.
Oh, and I broke it too. Sweet. Oh God.
I'm as strong.
Oh God, I did it early. No, it's okay. God, the iframes on that are incredible. Uh-oh. Oh God, I'm like, where the fuck did I go? Okay, we're good.
Got her.
Got her. Oh my God. Yeah, like I imagine that my counter frames were like so close to gone. Oh yeah, it would have killed me for sure. The shadow finally stops moving and settles down. I run to Labrys and pick her up. She's still awake, but her expression is gloomy.
I'm such a failure. I can't win against anyone. I even let my shadow out. I'm a weapon, but I'm so useless. It would be better if I was just scrapped.
Oh. The lack of any energy in her voice and her body is enough to put me at a loss for words. I do have it in me to do I have it in me to convince her otherwise? That doubt came crawling back into my mind, but I still need to tell you. I opened my mouth and put the heavy feeling in my heart into words.
There was someone I liked once.
Uh-oh.
But she got killed. It was the worst thing you could imagine. I couldn't forgive myself or believe she was gone. I even tried to forget about her.
I don't know how else you would say that. It was just like... I don't know. I don't know how I'd react if someone said that to me. I'd be like, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of an odd thing to, like, I mean, I get it, but also,
I loved
like...
someone once, but they got killed.
Oh.
What?
I thought then that no one could understand how I felt. I mean, how could they if they weren't me? Only I could understand how I felt. That's what I thought. But that wasn't true. Even if people haven't had exactly the same experiences, they can still understand each other. I have some great friends now to prove it.
Friends.
If I'm strong at all, it's because I have them. I can remember my friends are with me whenever it really counts.
Yeah. But I don't have that.
You should, though. There must have been someone who was important to you. Just think back.
Labrys' lips quiver and she shakes her head gently. A single tear was all it took. Like a dam breaking, she begins to cry.
They're all gone. I can't see them anymore. And it's all my fault.
Yeah, huh? That's what Shadow Labrys was getting at. She just didn't lose them. Or she didn't just lose them. I don't know the details, but I'm gonna bet that she had to destroy someone herself against her will. I can't imagine the pain that would cause, but...
I see. Can't it be us? Your friends.
As I say that, I stretch out my hands to her. But Labrys looks away from me and she won't let me won't take my hand.
I'm not human.
Who cares? One of my friends is a shadow.
Me too, man. Me too. You doing okay, Clay? Other Clay? Cool, man. We'll talk after stream. Thanks for looking out for me. Cool guy.
Remember Teddy? The one who was acting like your knight? He was originally a shadow. And you have Aigis-san with you too. I know she was really worried about you.
Anyone else, when they're really lonely, just turn on the one lamp in their room and cast their shadow on the wall and kind of pretend to be Smeagol a little bit?
No, I use a mirror like a normal person.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Really?
She raises her head and looks at me, but she still hesitates. Shoot. I really don't know what to say in situations like this. I bet you would have the best lines memorized just for occasions like this. Okay. So I try something that sounds natural, no matter if it's particularly suave or not. Time to try a joke.
Oh, my arm's gonna get tired leaving my hand out like this.
Got a laugh track? No? Labrys looks confounded for a brief moment, but it looks like I chose right.
Something, you know that?
With a smile, Labrys takes my hand. It's cold and hard, but it feels natural. Because I know it's the hand of a girl who's trying her best.
Not alone.
That's right. We'll be by your side.
Labrys nods her head and slowly stands up. I offer to help her up, but she pushes my arm away and walks towards her shadow. The shadow says nothing. It just stares at Labrys.
Everyone to understand. You weren't wrong about how I feel.
Oh.
I'm sorry I ignored you all this time.
Aww.
I was the one who left you all alone.
Aww.
No. You are me, after all.
Whoa. So pretty. Mm-hmm.
This is my persona.
Freaking love Lady Knights. Oh, so cool. Wow. Such an elegant white silhouette. It's hard to imagine it was the same as that Black Bull shadow. I was worried that there might be something wrong, like she was damaged or something, but when she turns to me, I can see the strength in her eyes. I breathe a sigh of relief. I lift my face and cheerfully call out to her.
Let's get going. Back to where our friends are waiting.
You got it.
Now that she's accepted herself, she nods to me and smiles like when we first met. No, even brighter. Labrys accepted her shadow and the host disappeared. For a while, I was worried about how the P1 Grand Prix was going to end, but it's all over now. So all that's left is for us to get the heck out of here and make fun of Yukiko for her terrible box lunch. I hear from Rise that all those fantastic invisible walls have disappeared. Like, this is an odd place for sarcasm. I don't know. I don't know why I find that so weird. Those fantastic invisible walls.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Now I can go meet up with my buddies in Igus. Or so I thought!
Dun dun dun!
Oh, fantastic as in fantasy? Huh. Interesting. Led by Rise, Yu, Chie, and Yukiko, they all come running into the announcement room. Teddy, Kanji, and Naoto follow them. Way to rush things. But I guess I'd want to run around if I was stuck in a cage all day too. Come to think of it, how did any of them go to the bathroom? I wonder if any of them peed in the corner there. That's what I would do. First thing that came to my mind when I got locked in. Never mind. The investigation team is back together. Everyone's surprised when they see Labrys. I mean, I can't blame them. She's a robot. I explain the circumstances to them. Labrys looks tense the entire time, but of course, none of us is going to be heartless enough to say she's not a person.
I lost in the very first round. I wish I could have fought a little more.
I'm glad that I didn't have to fight you, Chie. At least fighting against Yosuke-kun didn't trouble my conscience much.
She casts so much fucking shade.
She really does.
Like, it's brutal.
It didn't?
Oh, God.
There. She can say that because she loves you.
Pardon me if I don't share your optimism there.
These guys are way too easygoing. As I'm complaining, Kanji seems pretty enthusiastic.
We should do that again sometime. It ain't good for our bodies if we don't let our personas out once in a while.
But normal people can't let them out.
And I'll sponsor a real Grand Prix. I'll call it Our very first go on a date with Teddy Grand Prix.
No one would enter.
Why do you be so
shade she cast is pretty specifically on Teddy and Yosuke.
Right?
Like, I don't really think anyone else catches it.
How cruel.
Teddy balls and throws himself into Labrys' arms, and she hesitantly opens her mouth to speak.
Can I sign up?
Oh,
cute.
Oh,
don't.
You shouldn't.
You know what? Count me in.
Oh, if you're in, then I'm in.
Aw.
Huh? Well, then me too.
I'm out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow.
Rude.
Damn it, you jerks.
Come on. Nah, whatever. As long as it makes Labrys smile, I guess.
It's time we go back.
Everyone cheers in agreement. We all head for the roof. I already knew that the roof is where the exit from the TV world was, but in the studio area. Plus, we can meet up with Aigis while we're there. All Teddy has to do is bust out the exit and we'll be back in Junes. We climb the stairs, and as I expected, Aigis is waiting for us. When she sees that Labrys is safe, she smiles.
It seems everything has been resolved.
But a pair I've never seen before are standing behind her. They have intensely intimidating auras. I can tell they aren't normal people like me. I'm guessing they must be members of Aigis' team on the same mission as her.
Over already. I still don't feel entirely satisfied, though.
Well, Teddy's holding a Grand Prix.
Don't be like that, Akihiko. Just be happy that it's over.
Oh my god, is this Grand Prix that Teddy wants to hold ULTIMAX? That'd be amazing. I take a closer look at them. One's an amazingly gorgeous woman, and the other's a buff guy who isn't too shabby himself.
Hey, that's what I like to hear.
And Aigis is pretty easy on the eyes, too. Put the three of them together, and they really pack a punch. And the way they're dressed, well, they pack a punch, too, but in a different way. The beauty in the fur coat steps forward and bows to me. At the same time, Labrys hides behind my back.
Hanamura, yes? You have my thanks for helping us retrieve Labrys.
Is Labrys gonna live with Yosuke now? I don't know how he explains this to his parents.
Yeah. Why is there not only a boy, but a robot living with you? It's a school project.
Yeah, she's one of those newfangled Roombas. Her tone is soft but articulate, intelligible, intellectual and charming. But one of her words bothers me.
You maybe not use the word retrieve.
Ooh. I'm a little scared to talk back to her, but I'm not going to budge on that one. She appears taken aback for just a moment, but then she smiles.
You're right. My apologies.
I don't know why. Like, I don't know. Mitsuda gives me huge villain vibes in this whole, like, getup, you know? And it just, like, this is a total line where she's...
Kirijo, Labrys' handler.
Anyway.
Can you not use handler?
You're like, you're right. How foolish of me. And then she, like, you know, trips him and puts her, like, heel in his temple. And it's like, how dare you talk back to me?
Oh, yeah. That's a good trope. I like it.
Kirijo. I've heard that name somewhere before. Kirijo? Huh? As in the huge company Kirijo? I turned to Aigis for an answer. Picking up what I wanted to say, she replied with a smile. Seriously? So the group she had mentioned was... Because they're all scared silly by the important name, Kirijo-san tells us incredibly politely that they were mostly the cause of the incident. They also explained that what I wanted to know about most, how Labrys was going to be treated.
I'm not gonna be scrapped.
I have no plans to shut you down or destroy you. Kirijo-san's answer in response to Labrys' question is so direct that we can't help but cheer. Labrys was more perplexed than happy. Kirijo-san takes Labrys' hand and lowers her head.
You aren't. You have done nothing wrong. It's actually me who should be apologizing to you.
Oh no, you don't gotta do that. I felt like there was no getting around being sealed away again. I've made friends now, so I thought I could live with it.
Aww.
Labrys.
I can't believe this is happening. This is all thanks to you. Yosuke. Kun.
Why can't things just be happy?
Because Persona 3 is here, Nyanny! Because fucking Persona 3 is here, that's why!
I guess.
What the? Something's wrong with Labrys. Aigis and all the others look confused by Labrys' unnatural pause. I know she's been through a lot today. Did she break or something? But Labrys speaks in a voice that none of us were expecting.
It's not over yet.
Oh my god, is it the fucking researchers? If it's the goddamn researchers and they did not die in that fire. That's not Labrys' voice. It's as if someone's speaking through her mouth.
Is this the same communication system we use? Everyone, step away from Labrys.
Kirijo-san, seemingly used to dangerous situations, warns everyone. At that moment, Labrys' hand moves, stretching towards the battle axe on her back. And the next instant, lifting the axe without hesitating, she swings it right at me! It was faster than I've ever seen. Even the shadow wasn't that fast. And actually, now that I think about it, I'm a lot higher up than I was before. Hey, is that my body? Where's my head? Oh god, all of a sudden my vision starts spinning. The ground is split for several meters and the fragments fly everywhere. What the hell? What's going on here?
Hey, what's gotten into you?
I cannot gain access. She is being hacked. It isn't coming from inside this facility. The signal originates elsewhere.
It's coming from inside the house.
You mean outside the TV?
Sorry, I meant outside the TV.
This is just a little extra resistance. Now, entertain me.
Why is his voice so familiar?
It sounds like Gladys from Portal.
Labrys' face is completely expressionless as she points her axe at me.
What's happened to you, Labrys? Damn it, why do we have to fight now after making it this far? Ugh!
Again? Did I fail her again? That horrible thought crept back into my mind. I frantically try to shake it out of my head as I lift my weapons. I try telling myself over and over, I don't have a choice, I have to do this, damn it! Wow, I did not expect this. I got baited hard. I absolutely thought that was the end of the story. Wow.
Fun fact, Labrys was first mentioned in a P3 drama CD.
Oh.
Boo-hoo! Interesting.
Cool.
Very interesting.
Ariadne, Readne, of the Wheel of Fortune. A Cretan princess in Greek mythology. Mostly associated with mazes and labyrinths because of her involvement in the myths of the Minotaur and Theseus.
Whoa, that's cool.
Adam!
Thanks, Adam.
Very interesting. I think it's neat.
No way, Jose!
Shit.
The package has arrived.
Hey!
Thanks for the bubble wrap and extra paper towels. You'll need them since toilet paper's still rare. Smile, crab.
Oh no, don't flush those. They'll clog.
They will clog.
But yeah, I definitely took safety of the goods over any sort of elegance or grace. Also, I guess I accidentally also made them incredibly hard to steal. I'm glad you like it, though.
I'm glad it arrived, too. I was a bit worried about it for a second there. Oh, nice.
Easy game for babies.
One more.
But what about Yosuke's and Labrys date?
John! They're
Right.
going on a date?
Labrys had stopped moving and had fallen to the floor. Now she begins standing up, robotically, with jerking motions. She begins speaking in that eerie voice again. Maybe speaking is the wrong word, but definitely in my head.
My, she was quite easily defeated. Evidently, I didn't push her far enough.
It is that female researcher, isn't it?
Well, she is a test unit, so this is as far as my little game goes.
So, whoever's voice this is the one controlling Labrys? From the way she was talking, I could tell she wasn't, I could tell that he wasn't serious. He doesn't comprehend how cruel he's being by controlling Labrys like this.
Ah, yes. I have more than enough data now.
That wasn't what I asked.
I should thank you all. Although this didn't work out, you did stay in it to the very end.
Labrys' shadow was only the mastermind of the tournament. I see now. You're the true culprit behind the whole thing.
It hits me when Kirijo-san speaks. That's right, Labrys' shadow split from her after she entered the TV. She merely held the tournament. The shadow couldn't have pushed Labrys in here. Someone else, the culprit, has to exist, or this incident could never have happened.
Indeed. It was I who stole Labrys away.
Oh my god. Like, this thing is so auto-tuned. I keep expecting it to, like, break out into song.
Right?
It was I who stole Labrys away.
Since I don't have a persona and can't enter a TV, I needed a puppet that could run amok for me.
We need to get auto-tuned somehow.
I know. If we ran through like an audition type program,
Yeah,
we could do it.
Probably auto-tune it.
Labrys' persona was only partially awakened, so I had a feeling her shadow would appear if she underwent a little suffering. You got the better of me this time. You deserve to know at least that much.
He admitted it, but his tone was mocking. The culprit's controlling Labrys somehow from a safe haven outside the TV? No way!
Using Labrys for your own selfish reasons? That's horrible. She has a heart. Do you even know how much pain Labrys went through?
A heart, meaningless. Whether or not she has one matters not at all to my plan.
Bastard!
Well then, everyone, until we meet again.
Ta-ta! The moment the voice stops, Labrys collapses to the ground like a puppet with her cut strings. I can't believe that Labrys was a vessel for the sorceress. Igus quickly catches her and holds her up, but it looks like she's unconscious. I really hate myself for celebrating that the case was closed just a few moments ago, but I'm really pissed off at whoever's controlling Labrys. He knew about all of this, but he still manipulated Labrys' heart to do this to her. So angry, I clench my fist so firmly that my nails are digging into my palms. Kirijo-san speaks from behind me.
It seems whoever our adversary is, they're connected to us. I advise you not to get involved in this matter any further. From here on, you should leave this to us.
Huh? Are you telling us to back off from this?
Like I can do that! Whoever's behind this knows what Labrys had to go through in her past. No, not just the past. He knew what would happen if she was pushed into the TV world. And on top of that, the instant he figured out his plan had failed, he comes around and controls it directly and makes us fight each other. It's like we're his toys. I'm not letting him get away with that.
I understand how you feel, but this is too dangerous for you. We will do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. Trust in us and let us work.
Come on. We've gotten involved this far. You think we're just gonna shut up and watch you handle everything? She's probably saying that for our sakes, but how can we live with ourselves if they do all the fighting for us? No way. I can't let that happen. I opened my mouth to really tell her off, but you spoke first.
Guys, let's leave this to them.
What?
Huh? Are you serious?
Look at yourself, Yosuke. You can barely stand.
That axe literally took out your legs. So he noticed. He was right. After all the fighting I've done today, I'm really beat. Well, I mean, everyone else is more beat because I beat them, but that's, yeah, you get the point. I'm sure everyone else is tired too after being stuck in this world for so long and getting their ass kicked by me.
What?
Yosuke, let's go back.
But you staring at me. Oh, right.
Yes.
I get it. When they turn their backs, we kill the Batman.
I thank you for your understanding. Don't worry, we'll keep you safe.
I'm sorry, Hanamura-san.
Igus bows apologetically. We all look glum, but none of us object. After all, we know that they aren't doing this out of spite. But is this the last we'll see of Labrys? I peek at her face as I lay in Igus-san's arms. Oh, as she lay in Igus-san's arms. Of course, since she's unconscious, I can't talk with her. We thank Kirijo-san and return to our world with heavy hearts.
To be continued?
I don't know. After returning from the TV, we gathered at the food court, but we didn't really talk much. We split up not long afterwards. After all, we're all pretty damn tired. Heck, Chie and Rise put their heads on the table and fell asleep. I didn't feel like stopping by anywhere, so I went straight home. And the last thing I can remember is being told dinner was almost ready. The instant I reached my room, I lost consciousness. And then, Teddy. Loud electronic beeps brought me back into wakefulness. I reach out for my alarm clock, but I realized that the beeping wasn't my alarm. It was my cell phone.
Who's calling me this early?
Damn it. I'd plugged it in and now I can't reach it while I'm lying down. Ugh. I rub my eyes tiredly and get up to grab the phone. Man, I'm sure it annoys you a lot. The worst is when, like, my alarm will go off and I'll wake up and I'll snooze it or something, but I'll be like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom, but then the snooze goes off and it's ringing, but I'm in the bathroom, so I'm like,
It's actually super annoying.
I'm just gonna let it go.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, I'm like
do 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 do
nothing I can do here.
Do 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 do.
The caller is a number I don't know.
Hello? Huh?
I was awake instantly. The speaker on the line was someone I never expected to hear from. I take a minute to fix my hair and make a mad dash to the place the caller told me to go.
Like, I think it wouldn't be so bad if your phone was not on maximum volume
It
all
needs
the
to
time.
be, though, otherwise it won't work.
I know.
I started playing music for alarms, though, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually like it's a neat little feature, I guess, with like Google Alarms, and you link your Spotify, and then you can give it a playlist, and it'll play a random song from the playlist for your alarm.
Oh, that's cool.
I love live playlists, and just like fucking... Sometimes I'm so confused. It's just like...
Where it's like... Ba, 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 and you're like...
What's going on? When I reach the designated location, there's something that looks completely out of place here in the countryside. A limo. Holy crap, that's long! It was so long, I thought I was seeing things. Yeah, this is definitely no place for a car this awesome.
Oh, there he is. What took you so long?
It's got 8 doors! Looks like everybody else is already here. I ran so hard, I almost barfed, but I made it in time.
And the others were just about to leave.
I made it in time.
I'm glad I could see you before I left.
That's right, Labrys was the one that had called. She wanted to say goodbye before she leaves Xenaba. How can I refuse that? Still, I never thought one of them, Labrys especially, would call me. Huh? Oh, wait a second.
Did I tell you my cell phone number?
Obtaining the cell phone numbers of ordinary citizens is child's play.
Wait, what?
Holy shit, really? Are you accessing that server thing you mentioned?
The Kirijo group is kinda scary.
Yep.
I asked if I could come see everyone. I wanted to give everyone a real goodbye.
What's like really funny is that I bet you the Kirijo group, because they're involved in so many like electronics and like merchandise things, it seems, from what I gather, like they're just in everyday life. So like Yosuke signed up for all sorts of like, I don't know, like member cards to grocery stores or electronics things, and he just gives them their phone number
Or
there.
nurse websites.
Yeah, or nurse websites, nurse magazine websites. So they just have his number like 8 different ways from different things that he submitted it to. Labrys looks down bashfully as she speaks.
So you like nurses, eh?
Agus and Kirijo-san are watching her from a limo while she's with their smiles on their faces. Man, this is a relief. So Labrys can do things that she wants to. I'm glad she's in a group that lets her have her freedom. She really does have a place to belong.
What do we do now? Are you going back to that lab?
No, I decided I'm gonna work with Mitsuru-san and them.
Cool.
I wanna do my damnedest to catch whoever used me to bait a trap for you all.
There's no hesitation in her eyes, and her strong will glares out. I see. She found what she wants to do.
Sounds like you're ahead of the game.
I'm reminded of the blank career choice paper still tucked away in my desk. That sense of haste without direction. I need to keep up appearances. I didn't want to handle that. Maybe it's time to face my future. Yosuke just writes shadow operative. The teacher's like... Yosuke, what the fuck? Oh, I'll write down a big dream.
Oh, just talking to myself. I'll let you know when everything's been decided.
Okay. Just make sure you tell me, okay?
Labrys answers my smile with one of her own. Then she stretches out her hand. I take a closer look at them. They're quite delicate. I grab her hand and lift it above her head.
A handshake is so formal. I'll show you what the cool kids do.
I use my hand to open hers. Labrys looks confused, but she lets me move her hand around.
Like this?
Yep, that's it.
Here we go! The clap of our high five echoes through the clear May sky. Not to be outdone by me, Chie, Rise, and the rest give Labrys high fives too.
Thank you so much. Yosuke-kun, I won't forget about you. I'm friends with you now, so I'll stay strong.
Aww. Labrys begins to tear up, and to hide it, she hurries into the limo. Soon after, the limo begins moving quietly down the road. Labrys waves to us from inside the car. Even after the car has gone pretty far, I can still see her waving from inside. She's still waving. Whoa, she's still waving. Whoa, my eyesight is awesome. Yeah. Everyone starts to laugh a little. Can she see us? I can barely make out the car from here. Wow. Rise looks so fucking sassy.
She does. Takoyaki!
After partying with Labrys, we all ended up hanging out at Junessa's food court. That's right. It's the welcome back party for you that we'd completely forgotten about. We can finally get back to business. But still, it feels kind of weird having to welcome back party after saying goodbye to someone.
Let's hurry up and do a toast. I only get a 30-minute break.
Huh? Are you working today?
I can't take much time off during Golden Week. Teddy, you were out without permission a couple days ago, so be ready to pay the price.
No, but that wasn't my fault. You meanie jerk nurse lover.
Hey, you know what? I think that nurses deserve a lot of love right now. So that's
They
not a
really
problem.
do. They always have.
Absolutely, you're right.
Oh, speaking of which.
Shh, quiet, you.
How did the conversation go from working... Wow, this isn't even me making it up. How did the conversation go from working to wanking in two moves? Two-move Yosuke, that's what they call them. I don't need them to knowing this stuff. But there's no time. Before anyone can ask you what he's talking about, I raise my cup and look at everyone.
Second time's the charm. Welcome back.
Welcome back, senpai.
Aw. After we toast, we all chat carelessly with each other. This is the kind of atmosphere you can only get with the best of friends. But actually, that's not all today. After all, we can't let it end like that.
Ahem. May I have your attention, please? It's time to announce the reason we're all here today.
Isn't it to welcome back Yukon?
You and I trade glances at Yukiko's question. I can see in my partner's eyes that he wants me to do all the talking. You see, we've already talked this out, and now's the time to bring it up.
Yesterday's incident. You guys weren't satisfied with how things ended, right?
Of course not. But
so, why not launch our own investigation?
does that mean?
That's right. The investigation team is back in action.
Oh, now you're talking.
Wait a moment. I thought we were going to leave this to the Kirijo group.
We were, but we're not. So now, instead of TVs, we're going inside the PC. That's right, Persona 4 Golden is on Steam right now. Boom. Announced it. No one knew. It was rumor, but now it's real. Did you guys know about that, by the way? I didn't think so. It's pretty underground.
Did I say we wouldn't get involved?
That's right. He only said leave this to them.
Oh, you're right.
Actually, my partner here brought it up first. Well, I'm with him 100%.
Now that's our sensei.
Yukiko and Teddy jump right on board. On the other hand, the we're actually sensible team of Chie, Rise, and Naoto are sitting with their mouths wide open.
You're splitting hairs rather finely there.
It seems that she was definitely not expecting you to use weasel logic like this, but no matter how I think about it, I can't let this go. After all we've been through, the villain's still out there waiting for another chance.
You're not on board?
I egg her on, and though she looks hesitant at first, she smiles fearlessly.
Of course I am.
I like that smile. That's what a reliable detective should look like.
So. All right then, let's find the real culprit.
Yeah!
Everyone's hands pile up in the middle of the table. Friends are really all you need. Friends are really what you need. Whoa, is it this late already? I look up at everybody smiling, and though I'm reluctant to go, I stand up.
Well, I gotta get back to work. Come on, Teddy, let's go.
Who's this Teddy you speak of? I don't know anyone with such a pretty name.
Such a pretty name.
You've got some nerve trying that on me. Sounds like someone wants me to make his next shift a living hell.
Ah! No! But I'm still gonna skip work! I wanna have fun with Nana-chan!
Teddy clasps Yu's hands and promises to visit the Dojima household tonight.
Please, just this one night.
He says, that Teddy. Don't cause Dojima-san any trouble. Well, I know the feeling. I never feel like break time is long enough either. Mood. But you know why I'm keeping my cool right now? I begged my dad to give Teddy and me tomorrow off. I just haven't told Teddy yet, that sucker. Yeah, that's right. We can't let this end here. It's still Golden Week!
We're gonna party till we drop. This time, for sure.
It's pretty good. P4U story. You can now continue from the cliffhanger in Naoto, Mitsuru, Akihiko, and Aigis' stories. Ooh, the bottom four. So I wonder if we have the 2 middle ones or if those are later. That's cool. That's cool.
I also love that Labrys is perhaps the first girl to genuinely appreciate both Yosuke and Teddy. They all have such good chemistry with each other.
I give it 2 weeks.
No, she likes friends. Thank you, Adam.
That's sweet.
Fun fact, the original P4A story ended like this. We had to wait with a cliffhanger of hell until ULTIMAX released for answers.
Damn.
Those were fun times.
Monadoof, I think that was like midway through like the Labrys thing.
Well, oh, was it?
I don't know. Like or a Yosuke story, sorry.
Yeah.
It was 16 minutes ago, so whenever it was 16 minutes ago.
I assume it's like 60 minutes ago. I don't know, when they drove away, probably. Maybe they just meant like this in general. I don't know. You know, right here. Yeah, it was this whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, you sent it early. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was confused when I read it. I was like, oh wow, that's a weird place for it to just sort of end.
Like, I like it. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't really guarantee it would come out, because that's the worst when they plan to do like a sequel, but then let's say P4A didn't sell well enough and they were just like, well, scrap it all, and then the story never gets finished.
Yeah.
Ooh, God, that's horrifying. Yeah, this is P4.
What is this now, a Disney musical?
Yeah, right.
Whirlwind.
Pretty close. But yeah, yeah, because I mean, like, this really does feel like a setup for the real story. Like, it basically introduced the, like, new protagonist, Labrys, and then it introduced the villain at the end, and then it all just goes up, and this is kind of like how everyone met each other kind of thing, so it's like the foundation for a story. But yeah.
Yeah.
Me too, my Annie lol. For real toe, thanks y'all. Been a rough week for me, the excitement of the package was welcome.
Aww.
You both are the best, smile crab.
Angry, well, I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad that you got it. No, you.
That's right.
I hope you like the water bottle, and I hope you can like make tea or whatever you want in it.
Yeah. And I understand it really well. I'm just saying in the like I can't give a specific example, but it happens where stories like end with a like, oh, it'll definitely continue, and then something happens and then it definitely does not continue, and it's the most like unsatisfying thing, you know? So I'm just saying, like, in a what if universe, could have sucked.
Yeah.
Yosuke really scored, didn't he?
Nemo! Yeah, he got himself a robot waifu.
Or like, I don't know exactly the situation. It's really sad, but like Hunter x Hunter, I know, like, ends on cliffhangers and then goes on like really long hiatuses because the author's in poor health. So it's like, oh, like, it sucks because you want to, like, you know, continue the story, but at the same time, there's nothing that can really be done about it. I mean, if the guy's not well, he's not well, right? So
yeah.
Sad. And like, I don't know, I don't know too much about this. I can't talk, but I think that people kind of like get upset about it, and I'm like, how? Why? Like, poor dude.
Yeah.
Hiatus. Yeah,
it's really hard to be like,
it's still on hiatus.
Write more. And it's like, I'm actually very ill and might not be around for much longer. That's why you gotta write more. Yeah. Let me just be sick, please.
It's sad.
Yosuke is totally joining the Shadow Operatives.
He's pretty much all, like, he uses kunai. He's basically a ninja already.
He just fulfill his fantasies. Yeah.
Wanking. Wow, these fanfics just write themselves.
Yes, Trid, they do.
Yeah.
Work into wanking in two
really,
swift movements.
They really lean into the character tropes. I guess the story leans more into humor, and like it's kind of like more fan service, I guess. Like it's still a good story, don't get me wrong, but I think that it leans into those a lot, and that's why people say like the Flanderization of characters and stuff like that. But I think it's all for comedic effect, and I think it works really well. I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah.
Yosuke, I have an announcement to make. Me and you are dating.
Hey, Japan fangirl.
I was gonna make the joke, but I decided not to.
It really felt like that was like where it was going.
I know, right?
It was like, me and my partner have an announcement to make.
We're partners. Yeah, we know. No.
No.
Partners.
And grabs his hand. And Yukiko's like, well, me and Chie have an announcement to make.
Too.
We're partners. We know. No. They grab each other's hands. Teddy. Me and Rise have an announcement to make. No, we don't. What? Me and Kanji? No way, bro.
Aw. I'll let you touch my fur. Yeah, this is a good place to end, though. Very fun. Maybe we'll do another P4. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a vote for which ones. I don't know. Boom. Thanks for being here, though. Good game. Good story. Like it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Then, Teddy, then Naoto and Kanji have an announcement to make. We do? They're so in love with each other, but they're just too embarrassed to say it. I think they should kiss right now.
Naoto? Wait a minute, that's not Teddy, it's Shadow Teddy. Quick, open the Junes incinerator. What? No! Anything but that.
I know I'm hot, but
This is ridiculous.
oh yeah. Headstrong says, in case you forgot, Teddy, only people have human rights.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
That doesn't sound good.
Now, and Adam says that since we left them all at cliffhangers, they're pretty easy to finish off, so we should be able to bang them out pretty quick. And there's still that one more that we have to unlock, too.
Oh, yeah. Bonus round.
The secret person.
I wonder if it's just like the bull. Like, man, this sucks. Just hanging out here, waiting for things and stuff.
You ever want to be? Have you ever been wanted by everybody? Literally everybody.
What if it's Nanako?
Oh my god, what if it's Nanako? We've got veggies.
Just like shoving veggies. You've got veggies.
In Marvel vs. Capcom 2, there's these little robots called servobots. They look like Lego men, and they're basically just like little butlers.
Oh god.
So like their moves are like setting a table, and they're cute. I love them.
Accidentally dangerous.
Accidentally dangerous. Whacking people with cucumbers? Don't tease me with a good time, Uzumaki.
She just like throws all sorts of like various items you find in Junes.
Yeah. And they're from like Mega Man Legends.
Oh, I love those guys.
Yeah, the servobots.
Oh, who did they
Trombone.
Was that her name? Trombone?
Yep, Trombone.
They were basically like Team Rocket.
You missed the idol poster in Yosuke's room.
Oh. Godzilla! I don't think we did, because when we first saw Yosuke's room, we spent a while and we looked through everything.
Yeah. What if it's snowy? Oh, I hope so.
Servbots, not servobots. My bad. It's been many years since I played Mega Man Legends.
Yeah, Mega Man Legends would be a wild game to play on stream.
know. Well, it has tanky controls.
Oh, it sure does.
Like you use the L1, because that was before they had dual analogs.
Yeah, it was an ambitious game though, if I recall correctly. Like they had a huge 3D world, a city, these like crazy underground dungeons, and all sorts of really cool stuff. But yeah, maybe that'll be a fun game someday. We'll be putting out a vote pretty quick for the game after Final Fantasy VIII, so stay tuned for that. BlazBlue maybe, I don't know. We'll have to see. Fighting games are fun and all, but Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm gonna go.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow for more Final Fantasy VIII and more Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Hell yeah.
The lights went a little whoop. Did you see that?
That's probably when the AC kicks in.
Oh.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, bye. Love you. Bye.